Hey, it's Ian with Elevatz Marketing. In this quick video, we're going to talk about how much it costs to run an SEO campaign for your small business here in Canada. It's one of the questions I get asked pretty much by every single client we have when they're first starting out with doing SEO and inbound marketing and things like this online. They want to know how much is it going to cost. So I'm going to use my whiteboard really quickly. We've got a post on our site too about this, but the short answer is that it depends. It depends on a bunch of things as to how much it's going to cost to run an SEO campaign. It depends on your industry, the city or location that you're in or that you want to get clients from, and what you've done on your site so far. You know, are you blogging? And a bunch of other things. But really these two here, the industry and the city, are the two things that make the most difference as to how much it's going to cost. And why is that? Well, because certain industries are more competitive than others, right? If you're a DUI lawyer in a large city in Calgary or in Vancouver and Toronto, then it's going to be a lot more expensive and take a lot more time and a lot more effort on our part in order to get your website to rank at the top of Google and Bing and other search engines for that term. Why? Because every other DUI lawyer in your city wants that same spot, because they know that if they're there, they're going to be able to get more leads and get more clients, make more revenue for their practice, right? Now, city comes into play. Why? For a very similar reason. Let's say that you're a wet basement specialist. That's what you do. You go in, you seal concrete foundations, you go in and install sump pumps, do drainage systems around homes, etc., etc. If you're in Ottawa, there's going to be a whole lot more competition for that particular industry than if you're in Moncton, New Brunswick. Why? Well, there's going to be more wet basement specialists in Ottawa because we've got over 1 million people in that sort of larger geographical area. In Moncton, we've got nowhere close to that. We've got like 1/10 that number of people, right? Which means that there's going to be, again, more competition. So it all comes back to competition. So the more competitive your environment is online, it's going to determine what the price is. And we've got some in-house tools we use and some free software tools out there we use, and we evaluate your industry for your city as best as possible to come up with what it's going to cost to run an effective search engine optimization campaign for your company. Now, just to give an example, because that's what really matters, we want to know exactly what are we talking about here, how much. There's two components. There's a setup cost, and the setup cost usually comes into play with potentially creating new landing pages, doing modifications to your current site, writing new content, going out and claiming business listings, and getting links back from industry-specific and city-specific directories. There's a whole bunch of stuff we do in the first month to set things up and build the foundation right. And that ranges somewhere in the vicinity of about $1,500 to $2,500. Now, that's just for the first month setup. You don't pay that much again moving forwards. Now, the next aspect of it is the monthly retainer aspect. Now, for the monthly retainer, what we're doing each month is creating new content. We're syndicating content. We're getting quality industry-specific blogs and directories coming and linking back to your site. Growing your blog. It's all about growing your authority, and it's a month over month over month compounded benefit that your business receives as we do this. Now, the cost for the retainer aspect usually ranges somewhere between $500 to $1,000. Why such a spread? It comes back to this stuff, the competition. If your city and industry, if things are more competitive for you, then we need to do more work. We need to get more content on your site. We need to write more. We need to go out and build more connections with other industries. It's just what has to be done in order to rise your site to the top in comparison to if you're in a less competitive industry or a smaller city. Now, something that often gets asked too is, well, do I need to keep paying this retainer? Once I get to a top spot in the search engine result pages and I'm getting leads and I'm converting those to customers, do I really need to keep paying that? And it's totally up to you. I mean, we have a suggestion on how long a minimum time frame to get some results. But here's the thing that happens if you cancel as soon as you start seeing results. You might be number 1, let's say. Well, number 2 and number 3 they want to be number one too, because they know that you're getting the lion's share of the new leads, the new customers, and the new business. And as soon as you stop doing those things that we've been doing for you during the retainer phase every month after month after month, these guys are going to be given the chance to come up and kick you down to wherever it might be, and slowly you fall back down. So it's not a do it once and forget it type marketing channel. It needs to be ongoing. Otherwise, what ends up happening is you do get a quick boost of leads after the initial build-up phase, but then that dies off, and you just need to keep doing it to maintain your position, maintain your authority, and maintain your space between the competitors below you. So I hope that gives an example as to what an SEO campaign could cost for your business. Like I say, two components, the setup and the retainer aspect. You're looking somewhere between the $1,500 to $2,500 setup fee, and then somewhere between $500 and $1,000 a month on the retainer fee. But really, the return on investment on this can be massive once you get to the top of the search engines. So please reach out to us if you are interested in discussing potential SEO campaigns or other types of online marketing that Elevatz might be able to do for your small business. You can do so by calling us or submitting one of the forms on our website at elevatz.com. Thanks. Bye for now.